Bear with me. So the only person who did call was
Mr. Palumbo, she got called.
no, but you're not. Just hold on one second, because it's not.
It's like,
It's not even 6:30.
well, it is.
Well, a minute.
Yes, I think it's.
Fine, everything is good. Yeah, I'm able to send in at another time.
Yeah. I know.
When you have time.
Well, I'm not going anywhere. Well, I am. I'm going
Yeah,
forward,
but
well,
you don't.
I'm tired of meetings.
No,
Yeah,
no, you shouldn't. No, you don't need to participation.
Yeah. It's like a 1 minute show.
Oh, I don't know, girl. I don't know. I'm just gonna have a fisherman. That surprised me. Didn't
There's some
it? That's what I was.
And you there? Doing okay? Yeah, doing okay. Yeah, pretty good.
That's true.
Yeah, I know, you know what, the 3 months ago meeting, I completely forgot about it, I mean, I was like. You know why, the first was on a Wednesday, so I forgot about that, and I'm thinking, okay.
Oh, you have another
That
week.
way, I was off by a whole week, so it was like, oh my God, I'm getting. Meetings, and I didn't get a call, maybe they'll fire me again. Nope. And then we didn't have 2 meetings after that, so it's for real. But that happened.
Thanks, you guys.
It's
beautiful,
summer
thank you.
time, you know?
Well, thank you, Lisa Carew, for
And
everything,
it's okay.
for everything you've done for this town.
And I'm gonna give you a bus report,
Just us.
just,
Let's say we're busted.
what?
Everything we're on the service for a couple of things.
The senior
Uh,
bus?
They were needed inspections, that's why. And
Did they pass? Covered by.
yeah, it won't be on the road if they don't pass them. But yes, so there's still the progress of getting inspected, one of them. Well, because there's a lot of different stuff they look for.
Oh, it's okay, I was-
Like the first bus went up, 2020 went up, and the backup wasn't working.
I
And it
don't know
used
what
to
I
work.
do though.
So it failed, and they had to go through re-inspection, so,
Oh,
but it's okay.
I listen to the beep, beep, beep more than the camera. The camera's.
No, see, I see, mine doesn't, it'll be if somebody's coming by me in a parking lot, you know, it'll tell me, oh, stop, you know. But if,
I love the beep.
yeah,
You
Yes. So I don't know what's going on, I don't know if it's recording or not, so, but you can start reading because you have form, so.
Okay, are you ready?
It is what it is, so. Kind of, almost, go ahead.
Wait.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I'm calling the Watertown Commission on Aging October 19th meeting to order. It is 6:34 p.m. on October 19th. We'll do roll call. Melanie Flaherty.
Carol Stevens, Cena, Loretta Lambert, Sally Kruschwitz.
I don't know.
Great, thank you all for being here. And just to recognize our leader, our recreation director, Lisa Carew. Tonight is her last meeting with us, before her well-deserved retirement. Thank you,
No,
Lisa,
thank
for
you.
everything you've done for our town.
It's
We
okay.
appreciate you more than
And I had a great leader that got me here, so,
you had an incredible mentor.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we're very lucky for everything that you both have given to this town.
Thank you.
Correspondence is next on the agenda. We do not have any correspondence this meeting. Public participation. I don't have any public to participate this evening. We have the minutes from the July 20th meeting. If you have all had a chance to take a look at them, if I can recognize a motion to accept the minutes from the July 20th meeting. Thank you, Carol. And then a second. Any,
Sally.
thank you, Sally. Any comments? All those in favor? Abstentions? Opposed? The minutes of the July 20th meeting are approved. Reports, chairperson reports.
So just so you know, there's no action needed on the
Oh,
cancellation
right.
notices, just so you know.
Yeah, we have canceled, I'm sorry, I should note that we do have cancellation notices from the September and the August meetings, but those are just cancellation notices. Reports, chairperson report, I have nothing new to report. Our Park and Recreation Director, Mrs. Carew.
And I gotta have tomorrow, because I have words report for you.
Yes.
Just real quick, thank you so much, everybody, thank you, and some of you have sent me little notes and everything in this tonight, and thank you so much, means a lot. What else? I'm gonna have some stuff ready for your next meeting, I already told you that for like the listing for the 2024. They have not advertised my position yet, okay? So there's a meeting in here tomorrow for all the staff with the manager, and they're gonna have a little meeting. Just so everybody knows, you know, for the staff members from the different divisions and stuff. My last day is November 1st, probably Halloween is it, so, fire park, just so you're aware of it, I know about the 25th, if anybody thinks it's a surprise, it's not a surprise, okay? There's a lot of people that, and everybody who knows me knows I don't like surprises, whether it's a birthday or whatever, I don't like surprises, so I was told within an hour by a couple different people.
Me too. I'm surprised, what's on 25th?
Okay, they're having just a thing up at the Sunset Grill.
I'm so happy. Good.
Okay, so if you weren't notified, I'm sorry, they can fill you in, I guess. So, actually, there's flyers, I found the flyers.
So it's no secret.
It definitely is not a secret. So, there's a letter, or the thing in the watery paper, they did in,
Yeah.
nothing but town time.
Yeah,
it's-
it's in today, sometimes I saw the water. I didn't see today. I haven't seen today's.
If it's in the town times, nobody ever called.
So, and then it wasn't.
So,
I didn't there. I didn't see the something.
so there was a little screw up in there in the watery paper, because it's in 2015 that I took over, actually Don left in 1996, 1995. I believe it was, when he retired.
And
that's-
Daryl took over.
No, I took over, I was the assistant director, I took over. The only thing I wasn't in charge of was maintenance. So Daryl was under Don, yeah, so that's, no,
I go back that far, but oh my gosh, I guess I.
back when, a long time ago, that was a separate department, when Don was here, they clumped everything in human services and stuff, so that goes back when they were doing consolidations.
Yeah.
That was when Don was here. Then I took over in 1990. These kids, they were born in 96.
They were born in
1995 is when I took over. So
That's right.
from Don, that's when he retired. I got wicked sick and had pneumonia, and he came back and helped when we were down at the depot. I was sick I was quarantined in my house, I couldn't leave my house, that was when they found out about the lungs. And I was quarantined, and Don came back to help, so, yeah, so that was, that summer.
See what we.
Because it was direct, so, but it's been a long time, and, you know, it's okay, it's, you know, it's a nice day, and, you know.
When did they merge the park department?
Okay,
Henry left.
it was Park and Rec until Don retired, when Don Stepanek retired in 95.
Is that when Harry left?
Okay, so they had the park superintendent, they had Pete Cure was before Harry. So before that was Joe Perry, that was your third son, Okay, do you remember Joe?
Yeah.
Okay, so there was, when I first started, there was Joe Perry, who was the superintendent, then it went to Pete Cure, Don retired during that time. Okay, so that's when they took the maintenance of the golf course and the maintenance of the parks department and gave it to the superintendent, and made a parks director. In theory, that was great, but what happened is all the permits for all the pavilions and all the ball fields and everything for the parks still came through the rec office. So back when Terry retired.
Yeah.
The Park and Rec Commission went formally on record and said, you need to put it back together. Because it doesn't make any sense. So that's when they reconfigured the department back together, how it's supposed to be. Park and Rec is Park and Rec, okay? And that's when, that was when I was 2015, so that's when Harry left. So that's when I was officially Park and Rec director. So that, yeah, so
2015?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was longer.
I was in charge of the rest of it since 1995. So yeah,
That's
so
fine.
that's which, yeah, so the newspaper was a little off, so, but yeah, so everything is good. So, I'm trying to finish up stuff, people are trying to dump stuff on me, I can't. I am not taking anything else really that I don't have to take on.
No.
I'm just trying to clean it up and make sure everything's ready for the next person. You know, because I have a lot of years of stuff in there, I'm just going through, there's certain things like from going back to the archives of Crestbrook and veterans and stuff that I'm just putting in boxes and saying, don't destroy. Just
Yeah.
keep this forever, this is stuff you will need, as soon as you throw stuff away, you need it. So, but anyway, so thank you all for working with me and supporting the town and being part of the town. I mean, it's you guys that make it, you know, I mean, make us look good, that's for sure, so thank you. So, that's it.
We don't do it without you,
No.
and you're in your department.
But you, well, like I said, we had, I had a good mentor, so I'll leave it like that. I'm gonna go get you Laura's report real quick because I left it, I thought I had it.
Are these from us? Yes, they are.
Aren't they beautiful? You did a wonderful job.
No, he turned me down right there.
I want to donate.
Well, how many people in the fund? I'm trying to get it over on the newspaper.
Do they, now we should really. Jobs. Yeah. It won't be the same. But I know. I know, I don't know how to shoot on her.
She's on everything she does.
Oh, she goes.
It's not, it's. That's not. So she and Donna are going to Florida. The November 2nd. Yeah, she would. No,
I
you're not good.
apologize, I thought I had to clear, but Heather said she couldn't attend.
Yeah, I did see,
Here's
I didn't see
Laura's
that one.
report, and here's condolences, okay? So, I don't know if we got anything to do, so.
I didn't even know.
I think, like I said, they thought it was gonna be a surprise. This is a small town, it's a water town. I have to tell you, the first thing when I was at a wake down in Albini's. And I told the administrative assistant upstairs, I said, I know about the party. And the girl with me, are you gonna act surprised? I said, no. So,
No,
but
that's
Yeah,
ridiculous. You
So-
can't do
anyway, so this is
Yeah.
the report, so,
that. Are we done with your report?
yep,
Okay.
thank you.
I have a report from the Senior Services Coordinator Municipal Agent should I read it into the record?
Yes,
I will read this into the record. I only have one copy, so if you want to pass it around, but I will read it for you all. This is dated October 13th, Town of Watertown Commission on Aging regarding the Falls Avenue Senior Center report from Laura Garay, who is our Falls Avenue Senior Center Municipal Coordinator and Municipal Agent. Good evening, Commission on Aging members. I was unable to attend the August and September Commission meetings due to a personal conflict. Unfortunately, this month my vacation is conflicting with our scheduled meeting date. So I have prepared the following report for you to update you since our last meeting. As all of you know, I have had reduced staff for approximately 19 weeks since on or about June 1st. Park and Recreation summer staff was able to provide assistance for the better part of 5 weeks from the end of June 2023 until on or around the 3rd week in August 2023. Since then, no on-site assistance has been provided. In addition, I have a second part-time position assigned to the center, but I am by myself daily after 12 o'clock noon at least 70% of my time. This leaves little, if any, time to do my work. As you may know, an assistant senior center coordinator was approved in the fiscal year 2023-2024 budget. After some preliminary discussions, our new human resources manager, Raymond Lagasse, has contacted me to assist in getting this position posted. I remain hopeful. In spite of these limitations, coupled with the professionalism of the Falls Avenue Senior Center staff, the following special activities have been offered to our Falls Avenue Senior Center seniors. Karaoke was held on July 21st. A shopping lunch trip to West Farms Mall Cheesecake Factory on July 28th. Blueberry Bake Off on July 31st. A cornhole tournament in Bristol on August 2nd. A boat trip on the Connecticut River and lunch at the Athenian Diner in Middletown on August 9th. Cooking with Porky on August 11th. Milkshake Monday Cello by Wyatt on August 14th. ShopRite shopping trip August 16th. Movie and popcorn 80 for Brady on August 18th. Oh, the movie was 80 for Brady. There we go. Now I understand. Yeah. August soiree bus trip to the Villa Rosa, August 21st. Hearing life testing on August 22nd. Shopping and lunch bus trip to Boscov's in Meriden. Lunch at Bellagio in Cheshire. Picnic in the park at Veterans Memorial Park on September 1st. Cornhole added as a regular activity September 5th. Amarante's dinner and show bus trip September 7th. Birthday celebration September 8th. Was that for the September birthdays? I imagine. Shingles vaccine at the health complex September 12th. Fire safety with Watertown Fire Marshal September 13th. Pop-up surprise to Clyde Cider Mill in Mystic and lunch at La Stella in Norwich on September 14th. Catered Tech Luncheon September 15th. Crafty Tuesday September 19th. Big E bus trip September 20th. Senior Appreciation Luncheon for National Senior Center Month September 22nd. Fat Boys Food Truck for Philly cheesesteak sandwiches on September 29th. Cater Tech Hair Salon and Luncheon October 2nd. ShopRite Shopping October 3rd. Makeup Artist Job Rogers on October 6th. Flu Shot Clinic at the Falls Avenue Senior Center October 10th. Lions Club Leo's Bingo Box Lunch October 12th. And New York's World Fair Historical Presentation from Art Gottlieb on October 13th. In addition, effective October 1, I began processing energy assistance applications. Every Wednesday is committed to 8 to 9 appointments daily. I hope this correspondence provides the necessary information to you. Please feel free to contact me with any questions at 860-945-5250. Best, Laura Garay. Any questions? And this should be included.
That's
with
gonna
the-
be in this month. And just point of reference,
And this should be included in.
yeah, and the assistant for down at the senior center is in the approved budget. We started discussing it, and as soon as we had an adopted budget, so it's been in discussion for quite a while about getting the job description, so. I'll leave it at that. And as far as the additional help, one of our secretary down there, part-time secretary, is returning after medical leave. She's coming back on Monday. So she'll be back to work, so,
Is that the first number?
oh, we're not supposed to say names, yes. Yeah,
Yes.
some have the rules.
Good.
So, and then, yeah, and then, as far as staffing, if all it has to be done is asked, like I know, like Harry from Blueberry, and they've had other events down there, so staff from here has gone down there to assist. And then tomorrow, one of the people from here is gonna go down, because there's a Canner Tech trip, so the center will not be closed at all tomorrow. They were planning on closing it for a couple hours. It'll be opened, so it's not gonna be shut down, so there's no impact. So somebody from here is going down, Juliana.
So if there's somebody who's not going on the Canner Tech trip, they can be at the same
Yeah,
time.
well, originally they were saying they were closed, and it's like, there's no reason. So there is help from here, it's asked for. So
Is there an estimate of when the job description is done?
I would direct any questions like that to the town manager. Okay, I went through and did my own thing, and, you know, but that's, you know. It's taking the time to just go through and do it. And,
Okay,
if it was me and I'm short-staffed, I would make sure I did it right away, but that's, you know,
that's what I was.
everybody's different, so. Alright, so that's, yeah, I just wanted to interject that though, because the help is available if it's asked. You know, so.
But no. All those in favor of the senior services coordinator municipal agent report, signify by saying aye. Aye, opposed, the report was read into the record and approved.
Who made the motion? Carol?
Carol.
And who seconded?
No, I'll second.
Loretta.
No, I just thought, I didn't go too quickly. I was like, what did I miss? Okay. No, it was just, I was like, what did I miss? So it's okay. It's okay.
My fault.
Okay, no, it's fine.
Okay.
Old business. Is there
I think-
anything we need to?
Oh, we got, Ellen, I just gotta give you an update on something too, so go ahead, Ellen.
Old business, we last talked about the senior tax relief status. We had to go back to the town attorney because we wanted to vary the local tax system with the state. And unfortunately, there's a small little thing in the state that we had to relook at because it would cut the assistance with low income people. So that should be coming back to the government.
From the town council?
So from the town, it's at the town attorney's office right now?
Town attorney's office,
Okay.
it should be.
Okay.
Thank you, Al.
And others of our business. The video that we take, it doesn't seem to show up on the town website.
It's not doing it right now.
And when you're gone,
The thing is, they set this up today. It was like showing it for a few minutes and it went dead, so I don't know what the story is.
we can call it in for them.
But yes, they need to like spend some time and focus on it. And as far as having it posted, that is up to the second floor, that's up to the manager's office to post these things, so between them and IT. So,
I know where they.
yeah, so,
Now, one more question. I hate to see you go, as soon as they go in the office. Guess who the secretary is?
I would hope that they're gonna, wait, I need to be honest with you, because I already brought this up to the manager's office, so I said, I'm hoping that they understand that he's gonna know. I mean, I already talked to him once, but they have to send somebody to do these meetings, okay? Because there's, and especially if Laura's not here, somebody still has to open up the building. There is none, this equipment's not down there, it's advertised to be here. You only got 2 more meetings. Sometimes December was kind of iffy if you were gonna have a
Yeah.
meeting anyway. I don't even know when the date is in December, but
Depending on how close it is to Christmas and.
yeah, I don't.
And if I have to do my Christmas shopping. Because I'm the one who waits until the day
Wait,
before.
everything is online with you. I remember talking to you.
But they tell me the day before.
That's
I'm
okay.
terrible.
So, but there's, I'm gonna
Something.
say,
I feel a little bit of-
I'm gonna be very honest with you, I think it's gonna probably be at least a couple months before they replace me, okay?
You're gonna
Easily,
do a good job.
easily, well, I'm just passing that along, cause like I said, they haven't even advertised it yet, so I mean, there's still.
I did tell you what I thought.
Oh,
I mean, I went up to Lulu and I said, hey, how about me?
that's our new HR guy, right, he's really professional.
Does it?
He really knows he's a professional. Unfortunately, it's a big nut to take because it's the safety stuff, it's the union stuff, there's a ton of stuff that's being bombarded on him and he's one guy. So he just needs to have, he goes around, he meets everybody, I mean, he's been terrific, I really enjoy working with him. Are you all set? Okay.
As long as somebody, as long as you told somebody to come down here and take.
I've already expressed to the manager that that's a concern, because somebody, first of all,
We need this, we need it.
Lauren is gonna have a key to this building. Somebody from management, from staff has to come to the meeting, and somebody needs to take the notes
Yeah.
and get the stuff signed and everything else, so. What I'm gonna do, this is what I was gonna tell you under oath. What I'm gonna do for your next meeting, I already told you, I'll have the meeting schedule all set for you, that you have to adopt
For 2024.
for 2024, because that's something we always did in November.
Mhm.
Okay, that'll be all set. I wanted to bring you up to speed as far as what's going on with the buses. You were asking about the existing buses today. What happened was I was on vacation in August, I came back. During COVID, the buses have to be inspected every 2 years, okay? So during COVID, they suspended all that. So everybody's bus is getting inspected at the same time, and they all expire on August 31st. So I had gone to Florida, came back from vacation. It's like, okay, I haven't seen anything, because usually it goes upstairs and the registrations and stuff, it comes down. And we have the buses inspected in ample time, so there's no glitch, okay? So about 2 weeks ago, one of the bus drivers was in here. I'm thinking, I haven't seen anything, what's going on, right? So I said, I've gone to the buses, I don't have the registration. So somehow or another, they were just given the registration, nobody bothered to. So anyway, making a long story short, they were all insured and everything, but they hadn't gone for inspection. So I said, they need to go ASAP, I don't care what you're doing, they need to go ASAP and get inspected. So they have to get the lift is inspected in advance, it's a thing up near Hartford for the lift itself, because it has
far away.
for the lift, because of the lift, because it has to be greased, there's a bunch of stuff with the lift, for the wheelchairs. And the rest of it, we send to Goshen, so we have a place up in Goshen that we've been using, that the highway department recommended to us 15 years ago, that's where the buses go. So he did the inspections, the 2014 is still out, so, but anyway, make a long story longer. During COVID, all these things were suspended, including the section 5310 grant, which is the grant for the bus that you used to get tired of hearing about, but there has been no release of the traditional section 5310 grant. It's 2 years behind. It was supposed to be released. It was supposed to be released in August. They still haven't released it. And I told the manager, I said, you got a grant, it's gonna be coming out soon, and somebody's gotta write the grant. So I'm just leaving it out there, because you got 2 buses that are getting tired. They are meant to be replaced.
Lisa, say that
regular-
again, it's section 53 grant?
It's the section 53 grant is the bus
Yep,
grant
yep,
release, and
yep.
it's state and federal funds. And it's a traditional grant.
Yep.
Not versus a non-traditional.
Yep, yep.
They have not released it yet. They have not released it to apply for the grants.
Yep.
Our grants are filled out, I've been doing it for how many years?
Yeah.
From here, it goes to COG, our COG. They go through everything and they prioritize. because there's a whole bunch of guidelines you gotta follow, you gotta have it in the paper, there's a bunch of stuff that you have to do. And then from there, it goes up to state DOT, and then from there, it's, okay, and I'm gonna be honest with you, this time I was putting in for 2 buses. If, 2, because we're so far behind because of COVID.
2 year.
Because,
delay.
right,
Yeah.
so we have a 2020 bus, but the other one is 2014, it's tired, it's, 9 years old, it's, tired. So I'm just giving you a heads up, stay proactive on this, because somewhere along the line, that grant information is gonna be coming through. And somebody's gotta write the grant. And we were gonna apply for 2 this time. Okay,
Will it pay for both buses? This green?
and you gotta show the need, we have a need,
Oh.
yeah.
So we could get 2 new buses
Yes.
if somebody writes the grant.
But the grant hasn't been released yet, that's the problem, it's way behind.
From the
So,
state,
state and federal money, yeah, it's
Okay.
federal money that comes to the state,
okay,
they're the ones that release it, but they're behind because of COVID.
Yeah.
So this thing was supposed to be released, it's not even. So, and I know I sound like a broken record, anybody who was on the commission for any length of time. It used to take 2 years from the time you wrote the grant to the time you got it delivered to you, it was a 2-year process. God knows how long it's taken now, okay, so I'm just letting you know.
When you say they, is it the state that's not releasing the funds?
I believe it's federal, I mean, it's federal and it's federal that comes down to the states.
And it's not the funds yet, it's just the grant application.
You can't apply for
Application
something
isn't even available.
The application's not available, if it was available, it would have been done.
Is there any age you can file?
No, because they're 2 years behind. You have DOT workers that are still working out of their homes, they're not even up on the Berlin Turnpike working out of there yet. They're still working at home. So,
The state employees,
okay.
they,
and what happened is they had a huge turnover. Just so you know, a huge turnover, a lot of people had to get out because their benefits were changing. So they had a ton of people, the person I used to work with, Ellen Lawrence, she was my person, she handled this grant, okay? And or at that level, and her and a bunch of her people that she worked with, they're gone, they got out because they had to. So you have the person who's in charge right now was on the transit district with me, her name is April Chapman, so she was on the transit district, she worked at the Kennedy Center. So I knew her really well, so I was like, but the grant is not available to even apply for. Okay, so you can't even do anything, I mean, it's, you gotta kind of just wait until they're ready to submit the paperwork, and it's gonna come to the town.
okay, we'll notify
Well, they're gonna,
the town.
but the town manager has to make a decision who's gonna write the grant, somebody's gotta write that grant.
That grant can be written before that thing is released. Somebody can pick that up and write a grant application.
not before the application is released.
Why not?
No, you know what the
Because-
specifications are, and you know what our needs are, so that's probably already written somewhere anyway, and just put that in the folder.
They're, well, so
Not you,
no, it's there, all the information's there, but it changes, it doesn't,
Sure,
the
yeah.
demographics, everything, the last time I wrote a grant, okay, so we got the bus in 2020. So it was 2018 when I wrote that last grant,
Mhm.
and so it's,
We can make up any number.
you know, they do, so they do want it based on fact,
Oh.
okay, so. And you do have to sign, the information is good, and again, it goes from here, from this level down to COG, Council of Governments, and they prioritize. You have to follow, I mean, they have check, pecking order, you gotta follow the guidelines.
One of the things I read in the newspaper today is Mark was writing about a grant writer that was started in 2002. So Mark knows there's a grant writer around.
I know that there's an administrative assistant in the highway department that they've assigned stuff to.
Okay.
I don't know, I took grant writing classes, so I don't know what the person's capability is, I mean, but I took classes they had through Council of Governments, they used to offer classes, and I took classes to learn how to do it. And pretty successful at it, but it's just, I don't know
Very successful.
if somebody's in the highway department, how much priority they're gonna give on the senior section. I mean, that would be just a concern, so that's.
Yeah.
That's gonna be Mark's problem.
Yep,
So.
yep, but we need to be aware.
But I want you to be very aware, because this is coming. So, but on a positive note, before I leave, there's $63,000 or $64,000 from ARPA money, which you know about, you would know about this, that is geared for the senior center. And because this bus is not gonna be coming in for a long time, this grant has to be in by, I think it's June 30th of 2024. The grant is gonna be in at the manager's level before I leave. It's 80% done. It's gonna be done before I leave. Okay, I'm just letting you know. So, but the ARPA money that's earmarked for the Falls Avenue Senior Center is gonna be used for transportation. Right now, they're using one of the vans that we have, it's a small passenger van. Gonna get some kind of transportation. I'm not gonna guarantee it's gonna be ADA compliant like our buses with the lift for $64,000, but at least to have something available for the people that are ambulatory, that don't need the lift, that can get able to get in and out. So they will have some kind of vehicle.
Groceries, with doctor visits.
As long as they're ambulatory, so it will complement what we have, but it'll be up in addition to, so. So that is
That's
getting done
exciting.
with the ARPA money.
That's exciting.
I was at this, council. And the town manager said, they put somebody out of the ARPA. And then Rachel Ryan says, is that all the money? He said, yes. So I hope this has been really good stuff.
No, this is, okay, what this is specific.
We'll check on it.
No, I have it.
No, that's okay.
Okay, as soon as, before you leave, I will show you.
Sure, okay.
It's not coming out of the same place, it's coming out of Department of Special Services or something. It's a different thing, and it's just for senior centers.
Beautiful, okay.
Okay, it's not, like, I know over in Middlebury, because I called some of my
Department of
constituents.
Aging and Disability
Yeah,
Services.
something,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's, I called Carol Cipriano, or not Carol, my God. Joanne Capoletti over in Middlebury, and, they were using it for some kind of window treatments at the senior center. They have the old Shepherd's
So
School.
it's typically for seniors. Okay.
It's, yeah, so this is, so I had already talked to the town manager a long time ago, I said, the whole issue about the buses.
Right.
And I said, the best place that can be used for, until you build a new center, is for transportation. So
Then, should it be a motion to this committee
you could, absolutely, if you wanted to.
to put it on the record that this committee,
Yeah,
okay, wants to use the ARPA money set aside for the senior center?
yeah, give me 1 second, let me get the exact wording of what the things. Sorry about this, Ellen.
Not a problem, but I'm afraid somebody's gonna spend the money before we get to it.
Yeah, because we don't have the watchdog anymore.
Yeah, no one's gonna be looking.
I wonder, and when it's earmarked though, the ARPA money is so precise how it's spent, how it's used, and the audits around it. It's very,
Yeah, hard to.
it's very specific, but the town, who knows if the town is
But
what
then
they're
you
doing.
understood.
This is the grant that I will be submitting, but you know,
Oh, right.
so it's
Okay, what shelf is that on?
no, this is no shelf, this is my work, this is my work in progress.
Okay.
So use that title, that for your motion.
Beautiful, thank you. Well, I would like to.
Don't go
I would
looking
like
for
to amend the agenda to place a recommendation to use the ARPA funds for the senior center.
Read what it says on.
No, okay, but he's adding a motion to add
Adding the motion.
item,
Under,
eight, new business A.
8A, new business. To add a motion. To add an item on the agenda. To. Wait.
1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, I'm sorry, 1 minute. Are all those in favor of adding an item to our agenda,
You need a
please
second.
yes. We have a motion to add an item to the agenda under 8A. Do we have a second?
Also.
Thank you.
All in favor?
All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, abstentions, Al, I'm sorry, excuse me, continue.
Not, problem.
Now
Thank
it's-
you very much.
So you're on. hold.
So we have approval to add an item to the agenda. Al, what would you like to add under 8A?
I would like this commission to write a letter informing the town manager that we intend to use the 62 or 63,000, no, the money left
Yeah.
over from the Americans Rescue Act.
It's specifically the title of the commission, that's.
The state of Connecticut Department of Aging and
There you go.
Disability Services. For their part of the 2023 American Rescue Plan Act, ARPA funds for the senior center, be applied for transportation. For transportation purposes.
Only.
Only, yes, thank you.
We have a second to that motion.
The second,
Thank you, Sally. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Abstentions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that's a letter of support that will go with the document. Yeah, yeah. So like I said, that's gonna be finished before, of one. You can see it's kind of like.
A work in
Work in
progress.
progress. So, but it's due like by the end of June next year, but we'll have it all set, so. But that, like I said, it's like around 64,000, it's gonna be, you know, for something that. You know, going off the state, the state has a state bid, so we can work off that contract, so you don't have to put it out to bid, you know, multi-passenger van.
there's nothing on the senior center at all, ever, for how long?
But I don't think you're gonna see anything for a while.
While.
I think you're gonna see, because they're doing the roads and they're doing school repairs and stuff and they're doing all that stuff. Honestly, I would say at least 5 years.
Yeah.
Just, you know, I mean, I got the roof,
Roofs.
roof plural. I got Sunset Grill, the pro shop and the senior center roof done this year. So those are brand new roofs. I mean, the town should be really down there being a little proactive with the paint that's peeling off the wall, the north wall, facing out to the parking lot. But I think right now it's not high on the radar, as far as I know, they just got.
The only time to look at it is when they look at the budget, they give them what the debt ceiling could be in the
Yeah.
budget process.
Right. And it just always coincidental that as soon as the debt comes down from the school repairs, all of a sudden there's a school that needs a new roof or needs something. That's always the way it is. So it's the
Yeah.
schools always take precedent over the town stuff. You have a huge demographic so coming, and you know, you're gonna be able to push this, but I can't see anything happening right for a while. So it's a shame.
Yeah, because we did a lot of.
Well, and keep the resolution from the December 7th.
Yeah,
2015 town council agenda where they went on record. It was a
Mhm.
resolution of, as soon as this building was done, senior center / community center was the next thing to happen. Keep that in the back of your mind. That was the next thing that was supposed to happen when this building was done, so. And that was a council resolution. So, some of those members are no longer around.
Well, they still are.
Just not members of the council.
Well, yeah, they're not living in the state anymore, they're out of state, but they did go on record that you guys are, we're in line, so.
Yeah.
So, but unfortunately, it's backburnered, you know, you're not gonna see anything. Maybe if there's a ground swelling with the police department, maybe you'll see them get that, I don't know. I mean, that's not on the original resolution, it was, senior center / community center, I believe the highway department garage was on there, there was some certain things.
By the way, the owners got it. Fix the windows, the roof, and all, so they got some,
Right. So
only about half of it.
that's not a lot of money. When we did the senior center to bring it up to grade, I mean, I have to tell you something, the highway department needs a new building, okay? we have, one of our bus drivers is a female, and they are subject to random drug screens. And when they call up that morning and say, okay, you have to send a driver up at 7 o'clock in the morning or whatever to have a drug screen, they have to make provisions for her to go in a men's room with the urinal. I mean, that's how gross it is. So they never ever, well, I mean, anything goes now. Let's say, it's a different era where we're living, but there's no dedicated ladies restroom. So, I mean, they really need to get into at least the 90s. So,
It's the highway department.
but yeah, they got like $500,000 to do upgrades, which is good, but it's still in the middle of a neighborhood and it's kind of, it impacts that neighborhood. So that's, yeah, there's other people that have to decide that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
not
that's,
not our decision, not our work today.
no,
Do we have any other new business that needs to be addressed? Anybody have additional issues? Lisa, thank you again for everything.
no, thank you. My mom still no, not talking to anyone.
Well, we're gonna call you in Florida and I'm knocking on the door. Can I entertain a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Al Mickle has made a motion to adjourn at 7:15. Do I have a second? Thank you, Deb. Yep, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions, we stand adjourned. Congratulations, Lisa, your 5 million, Commission on Aging meeting is now over in record time.
No. So, thank you, everybody.
Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just so you don't have any.
I have no idea.
I
I have had discussions with the man, let me shut this, if it's running, let me just make sure it's running.
would think he would be there even as a silent person listening to their interviewing, because you understand what's.
Yeah, you need to tell this person's gonna be like.
They ask you to come back and help